camera's not even plugged in. We can remedy that situation. There it is. There's the dog. Yes, I know. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, my darling? Yes, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Oh, I know. Who's a good dog? Right. Now, do I get some toast? I could get some toast in a bit. I think I'm alright for the moment. Oh, really fancy some orange juice for some reason. I don't have any. Okay, hang on a second. You okay, honey bunny? Pickle wickle? You've had a nice long walk around the park, haven't you? Yes, you have. So you need to bugger off and go to have a nap on the sofa. Yes, you do. You're going to go have a nap. Right. Oh. There you go. Go eat that biscuit. It's under the cushion. There it is. Yeah, it's there. It's under the cushion. Look, it's right there. Yeah. Oh, there's a chicken foot as well. Hoi. Right. Okay. Where's my headset? Is that a trolley in my room, Alex? Yes, it is. Yes, we British have an obsession with trolleys, which is why we steal them out of supermarkets all the time. Yes. Right, okay. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you very much, Ollie. And before that, thank you, Jay Lucas, and Bobson before that. Thank you, all of you. That's very kind. And Do Hastfish. Thank you, Do Hastfish. Right, so, yeah, happy Wednesday morning. Jesus, is it Wednesday already? Feels like it's still Monday. Right. So I have sorry I'm a bit late. I've just got back from the park with Lulu. We just had a walk, and she got to see a whole bunch of dog regulars, like her, I don't know what she thinks they are, but, regular dogs that we sort of walk around the park with, and she gets to sort of sniff through the long grass with them and chase squirrels, and yeah. Thank you, Norza and Prototype and Rockman and Baka Shinobi. Thank you, all of you. Right, so I'll start with the YouTube. Sorry. I'm just going to wait for the head on this soft drink to just go down. There we go. Thank you, Ulrak and Chiraptorin. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Right. So, on the YouTube side of things, I'm continuing to work on Armour Bullshittery, Part 9. It's the 7th week of work, which is, so obviously that's quite a long time. The reason why it's so long is because it's basically 2 bullshitteries in terms of overall length. So it's about 18 minutes at least. I'm considering adding a few more minutes to bring it up to 21 minutes. That it is just more to edit. There is just a lot more there to chew through in terms of keyframing. So I'm trying my best, but obviously it's a lot to do. So what am I doing on the 7th week? I've got like the first sort of 14 minutes or so in a coherent. It needs a bit more polish, and frankly, the audio is inconsistent as all hell. And I need to go back and tweak the values to make sure it all sounds nice, which I'll do in one sitting at the end. But for the minute, I'm going through and. So the first minute to the 14th are in place and final. I'm now working on the 14th minute up to the 18th, and then of course deciding whether or not to do the 21st. So it's coming together. Not ready, but it's coming together. Right. Why one long video instead of 2 shorter ones? Because it would be quite obvious that I've taken one video flat in and just chopped it up for no real reason. So splitting up into smaller videos doesn't really give me any sort of advantage. It just, you're just taking one product and quite obviously chopping it up. The end point for the first part would just stop abruptly. There's no closer. When you do comedy, you need a closer. You need like an end joke, something funny. You need to end on, something well, that the audience will belly laugh at, and then end of episode. You can't just go end of scene. You know, you can't just stop the scene and then start the next video. I don't have a closer in the middle, and at the same time, at the start of the second episode, I don't have an intro joke, which is important. So yeah, it would be quite obvious that I've just chopped up one episode into 2 pieces to make it faster, which frankly doesn't really help anybody. It just doesn't help me, doesn't help you. So right. So sorry, that's the YouTube side of things. So I'm continuing to work on that. For now, Warhammer. So let's jump to it. So I'm currently playing Warhammer Total War as the Greenskins. This is the second stream, I believe, on this current difficulty level. So basically, I started, 2 days ago, I started the Greenskin campaign. Sorry, that's super loud. Ow. Hang on. So I started the Greenskin campaign on the same difficulty that I played the vampires on, very hard. It was way too difficult. The Greenskins are quite underpowered versus the dwarves just to the north, and their starting position is very difficult. Thank you, go to the bottom lane. Thank you. So I've dropped the difficulty down from very hard to hard and giving it another go. So this will be the 3rd attempt. If this fails, fuck it, I'm just going to abandon the Greenskins and maybe come back to them some other time. Because there is a little bit of bollocks because... Oh, it's still very loud, hang on. They are just absurdly underpowered. Their units are just so weak. Until you get to beast units, I'm told. Thank you, Bitterritter and Violent Desire and Butios. Thank you very much. Right. Hang on, why is... Wait a minute, do you not have in-game audio? No, you do. Why does it look very quiet on the monitor? Can you guys hear the background audio of the... Hang on. Oh, you can hear it. Cool. Right. Thank you, Butios and Sendroth and Lorak Sun Shadow. Thank you very much. So, anyway, so what was I saying? So, yes, we are here in the Death's Pass region, in the main the main Greenskin stronghold, Womble's Crack. And the idea is that we're trying to resist Orc expansion to the south, Dwarven expansion to the north and to the east. And on that front, we have 2 main armies, one under Grimgor Ironhide, and the other under Fellfire, the Big General Admiral. It is actually a bit loud for me, come to think of it. Hang on a second. Why is it so loud for me? I'm just going to turn it down a notch. There we go. Oh, I see. For some reason, my headset audio has defaulted up to maximum. That shouldn't be the case. Right. So, yes. So we have 2 generals. If you're interested in seeing who's part of those armies, you can go to the Google Doc that's beneath the stream. It doesn't have a picture right now. It's just a link. So you might have to look around for it. But it will show the 2 armies and their associated soldiers, who are all named after the Twitch viewers and the patrons. So I did, before I started the stream yesterday evening, at the end of the stream yesterday evening, I did a quick bit of reconnaissance on Thorgrim, the Dwarven general to the north, and I looked at what his army had, and then I put that army into a custom game just to see how we measure against it, even though we now have skulkers, so these goblin skulkers. We got stomped. It wasn't as bad as I expected. We did do some casualties, but yeah, even with armor-piercing units, the dwarves, the most basic units of the dwarves, crush us easily. So in order to face Thorgrim, I'm going to need 2 Orcish armies, as I suspected. So, what I need to do now is move Grimgor back as soon as possible to the north to face, well, to rally in the defense against the incoming dwarf train, the freight train that's going to storm through and destroy us, basically. Right. So, they are actually very close to a war. That's interesting. So they are very close to spawning up a second army, sporadically, although they're currently weakened by attrition because they're marching through the Badlands where we have no food, and also we have a deficit, or will have a deficit soon, on the amount of money that we generate. So, Grimgor, we'll start with him. So this dwarven army that we've... Oh yes, we also have a war, don't we? We've got a couple of wars. Bad timing. Very bad timing. Set this war against the Crooked Fang Fort. What sort of garrison are we talking? So this is owned by the Red Fang Orcs, one of our rival tribes. Carrick 8 Peaks, Crooked Fang. So what's this, sorry? I see. So it's a different province. Never mind. Okay, so send this this AI army, against Crooked Fang Fort and Grimgor. Stay there for a moment because we need to crush a rebellion that's going to occur. Suffering from starvation problems. Maybe I should move Grimgor here and have him start raiding. Even though we're at peace with this group over here. Bear with, just having a drink. Okay. So let that dwarven army go. Leave Grimgor where he is for the moment. And then move over here to Iron Rock. Yeah, with Felfire, the big general admiral. Do I have any settlements that I can upgrade? I don't believe so. Okay. Going to end the turn. Are orcs affected by vampire deadlands? Yeah, they suffer attrition. Okay, so that Greenskin War is moving that way. Okay, we've just spotted an army of the Red Fangs over to the west flank there. Right. An ally has mobilized against the Red Fangs. Which ally, sorry? Well, we've only got one ally, the mutinous Gits. Okay, they're going for Crooked Fang Fort. That's where we're going. Our ally's gone for... Oh, maybe it means our War. Maybe that's what it means. It counts the War as an AI ally, I'm guessing. It's got to be. Okay. Oh, good. Now that we have well, at least temporarily, we have a positive treasury. We are no longer suffering attrition. Thank you, Homemade Globe. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so move Felfire. If I told him to occupy Iron Rock, we'll get some cash. Hang on. Damn, we don't even have the cash to colonize the settlement to start with. That sucks. So we'll get a cash boost once we take it over, but we can't even do that. Do nothing for now. So we're not suffering from attrition. We don't have anything going on. Are orcs and greenskins not the same? Greenskins is more... So I'm just going to save scum and just load that last move. So greenskins is a catch-all term for all of the orcish races. So it's orcs, you've got the grots, the snotlings, arguably you could say the what are they called? The squigs. But greenskins just means the entire sort of orcish ecosystem. Whereas the orcs are the biggest and therefore most usually in charge. What do I do here? If I put them into raiding, will their fightiness go up even though this territory is not owned by anybody? No income. Fightiness does go up. So it's not... Okay, so if I did move here and then start raiding just to try and trigger a war, I could throw that war against Thorgrim, maybe. Maybe? Let's try it. So move here. I mean, it's not as if I can't secure the settlement anyway. Right. So Felfire, the big general admiral, is now raiding. So his army is now... Well, it won't get income because this is not owned by anybody. Okay, I should have moved south to go raid here, shouldn't I? In fact, sorry. I'm going to be a bastard again. I have to save scum at the beginning because this starting position is so difficult. Okay. How long have I played? This game... So I've played thousands of hours of the Total War series, but this one only 224 hours, so not that long. Okay, so damn, we can't move it in one turn. Fine, we'll try again. So move Felfire, the big general admiral here. Put him in raiding stance. Thank you, MinXMinY999. Thank you. Okay. Grimgor, 17 turns into a rebellion, so it doesn't really make sense to leave him there. Let's move him here. In fact, move him here. How long until this rebels? 2 turns. Okay, yeah, that's good then. We'll wait here until the rebellion, crush the rebellion, in order to get the repression bonuses from destroying all the greenskins who are standing against us. I know, Immarat, I know it's 0 because I'm raiding no one. This doesn't belong to anybody. Okay. So hang on. I need cash somehow. I can only get that by raiding or conquering at the minute. Okay. No, I've long since started ignoring you, Chinny. I know I'm on the verge of bankruptcy, which means we're going to suffer from attrition across the board. Okay, the War has good. The War has taken the Crooked Fang Fort. I wonder if it'll give me multiple things to grab. We'll see. Okay. Oh, the Red Fangs have an agent. They've just gone to engage Fellfire. The Battle of Crooked Fang Fort. So our Wa has gone to hit yet the fort. A decisive victory. Okay, so an assassin went for Fellfire. Okay, we're bankrupt. Okay. We have a Wa. We have a recruiting surplus as well. So recruitment cost is 25% less, but not that matters right now. It's a level 1 assassin, so we might be okay for the moment. Thank you, Weebalicious. Thank you very much, Weebalicious. Thank you. Right, so Crooked Fang Fort. Let's get rid of the Brawling Grounds there. Leave the boss's tent. Brawling Grounds is basically a barracks. So Grimgor has to stay, but he can at least go into raiding stance here. So we'll get cash from raiding the Dwarven lands. They won't like us for it, but they're dwarves. They don't like us anyway. Damn, we're not getting replenishment? Guess not. Because I'm bankrupt?
Great and powerful war boss.
Now then. Should I send this War north to fight Thorgrim? It should be enough. I mean, maybe not. Tricky. No, let's keep it simple. Let's move this War south to fart in your gob, just for the sake of the cash, to get us out of bankruptcy. Thank you, Game Mole, even. Thank you for the compliments. Okay. What's a War? Basically, think of it like a sort of crusade mixed with a pub crawl. The Greenskins are a very unique race in that they are very disorganized, very undisciplined, and they'll sort of gravitate towards a fight. Whenever a big orc turns up and gets enough boys to follow him, they will start sort of smashing the ground and chanting and screaming "Wah!" and it will effectively attract more greenskins. Then, in the interest of a good fight, a good scrap, others would flood in from all directions. Eventually, you'll reach a sort of critical mass, I suppose. And sorry, this might be a bit of a 40k thing, but where the low-level sort of like energy field that surrounds the greenskins starts to reach boiling point, and it sort of floods over into and becomes a sort of how to describe it really. Like almost like it's not a hive mind. It's not accurate to say that it's a hive mind. They can't react to each other's thoughts or anything. But a big War is very cunning. Like it's as if suddenly the intelligence of the orcs has turned into like razor focus. They're able to produce amazingly creative pieces of technology that they shouldn't be able to make. A few greenskins, bows and arrows. Bows and arrows, clubs at best. Get more of them, then suddenly you're thinking bigger. Get a few million of them, and you will get millions of them. They are basically building fortresses and high-end technology that is barely possible by even the greatest of universities in the middle of flipping like the human cap. It's not clear how they do it. It's like this psychic field, a collective intelligence. Yeah, a collective intelligence aggregate. But the greenskins in 40k are very, very similar. But one description that I really like is that they somehow, I mean, just to sort of like put an element of weirdness on it, things that shouldn't work just kind of do. Because the Greenskins believe that they do when there's enough of them. For example, weapons like guns have been disassembled, captured and disassembled, having been taken off the dead orcs, and they open them up and they find that they just shouldn't work. You know, it's a bunch of cogs in a box with like a few bullets. It shouldn't fire, but somehow you put it in an orc's hands in a war, and it does. It will fire. It shouldn't work. It doesn't make sense. But that's the thing, you know, they've got this element of sort of magical realism to them, in that they're, it will work because they believe that it works, which is quite interesting, I think. But anyway, sorry, the point is the war is basically a big brawl that drags in all the other Greenskins who want a good fight, and together they'll charge against the enemy looking for a fight. Right.
Ready for bossing.
So what's my next move? So we have a big war here.
Gobbo war boss.
So we can go for, well, obviously we'll just go for this settlement. Yep, just charge
Kill 'em.
this. Yep, we'll just crush the garrison of, so Bartog, this minor war boss, just crush his garrison. Take it over. Yeah, like for example, in the 40k lore at least, is it? I might get this wrong. It's either yellow or red. I'm pretty sure it's red. Orcs believe that red rockets produce bigger explosions, and therefore they just do. They haven't got any greater explosive yield, but somehow they just explode. You know, somehow physics just seems to work in their favor once you get enough of them in one area. So occupy the settlement.
All right then, I'll do it.
Sorry, is it red makes things... Sorry, it's the other way around. Yellow is bigger explosions. Red makes things go faster. Sorry, my bad. So, yeah, so they paint their rockets yellow, and for some reason they just explode with bigger booms. They paint their buggies red, and they go faster than ones that aren't.
Night Gobbo war boss.
And it's rather intentionally not explained. This is part of the attraction behind it. Because if you start explaining it, oh, like the physics does this, then it kind of... gets a bit rubbish, but you know, it's just one of these fun elements. Okay. Right, so Felfire, the big General Admiral, has another skill point. He's got assassins pestering him, but there's not really much I can do. Enables poison attacks. Ooh. Okay, Raider, income from raiding. No, we'll just go down this tree for now. So, yeah, get as much income as we can. So, on the next level, it will be plus 15% on raiding actions, which is going to be a major way of how we get our cash. So, we've taken back Fart in Your Gob. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Yep, so we'll pretty much just hang on to that. Okay. Exactly, Have, yeah. Trying to explain the Greenskins is like trying to explain a joke. You know, just it breaks down. Okay. Why don't they just think they're invincible? Actually, you say that, random guy. They kind of do. It's not the reason why they're tough to bring down, but they do. So, the greenskin brain is so limited that they do not have some of the things that we take for granted as people. Like, for example, I've got a coin in my... I'm just playing with a coin. It's on my desk. I'm just flipping it between my fingers. The orc brain is not complicated enough to manipulate individual fingers separately. It's so primitive. They can't even manipulate... So it is impossible for a greenskin to use a pen. They can't. They just don't have the motor functions. They can close their fist. They can open their fist. They can punch people. But that's it. Maybe grab like a giant rag and dip it in some dye and then rub their entire arm against some stone to make a crude image of Mork. But they cannot use a pen. They just do not have the fine motor skills. Additionally, they do not have the empathic abilities to recognize when when something happens to another orc, that it could happen to them. So in other words, if they run into battle and orcs around them are dying, they see that, they acknowledge it, some of them might even think that's funny, so their brains have that at least, but they can then, from that point onwards, they cannot extrapolate that because they are an orc, it could happen to them. Their brains are not that, either by design or just by being dumb, they cannot process that that could happen to them. So what I'm saying is, they think on an individual level that they are indestructible. Obviously they're not, but they think to themselves, stupid orc over there, he was weak, when they don't realise that they're about to get their head shot off by like a dwarven cannon or something. And this is why they can be so they think they're invincible. They will just run themselves into the barrels of the enemy guns. And to be fair, their physiology lets them get away with some shit that other races just couldn't. Thank you, Dactyl. Thank you very much, Dactyl. Thank you. Like, for example, a greenskin can be decapitated and survive. Like, they can just have their heads lopped off, and they can just put it back on their heads and just staple it on, and it will just reattach, and they'll be alright. I mean, you can even take their head off and accidentally reattach it onto a different body. And again, they'll probably feel a bit weird. They'll probably say that their arms feel funny, but they're so hardy that they can do that. Right. And yeah, you can blow apart a greenskin and just reassemble him from the pieces. They're quite... And because of that, they assume that this is the norm and that every other race is just squishy. Right. Now, next move. So, how many armies do I... So, all of my armies have moved. Have all of my settlements been given their orders? They have for now. Okay. How do they have a hierarchy? Simple, Portal Lord. Size. Size is the hierarchy. The bigger the orc, if he's bigger than you, he's in charge. If he's a similar size, time for a good fight. Determine who's in charge. Size is the measure of who is in charge, and an orc does not die of old age. They just get bigger. The more fights they survive, they get bigger and tougher, and their hides get scarred in crisscrossing, like scar tissue, which makes it hard as leather. They get smarter over time, obviously, as they learn from their mistakes. But, yeah, bigger the greenskin, well, he's in charge. This does, however, this means wherever there are greenskins, there's a leader, you know. They are organised by the very nature of the greenskin. But this also means that their civilization is incredibly inflexible. So inflexible. Like, there's no advancement with greenskins. Leave them for 1 million years and they will still be smashing clubs into each other's faces. In the meantime, flipping humans will be going to space. Thank you, Schnizen. Thank you, Schnizen. Thank you. Okay, raise an army. Complete. No, wait, sorry. Is this complete? Mission issued. Raise an army. 9 turns. Raise the banners. No, I'm not going to raise another army. We've already got 2. We can't afford another one. You crazy? Okay. Right, so where are my boys? So we've still got both wars. Does it say like a timer on how long I've got the war for? Oh, I see, when the fightiness level drops. So current is 100, change per turn -3. I see. So once it drops down here, probably beyond this line is when I'll lose the war. Thank you, Ash and Smoke. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I see. That's just my AI while there. Right. So Karak Azul is about to. Oh no, hang on. Is it stabilizing? No. Why is that going down now? There's still that event, isn't there? We've still got an event that's causing problems. Where is it? Where's the event gone? Hang on, sorry. What happened to that event that was causing major public order problems? I guess it's gone now. Right. So that's helped. So 27 turns until my crack rebels. 3 turns until Karak Azul rebels. You lose them if you have less than a certain amount of units on the roster. Good point as well, Silent. Cool. Okay. In which case, let's march. Oh, I need to throw the war at the enemy. Send this war over here. Okay. That Red Fangs group, they're going to take back the Crooked Fang Fort, no doubt. I would if I were them. Okay, build a big pile of shinies. See, this is tricky because my position... So I need to send my forces north to defend against the dwarves, right? Who could be on me in like 2 turns. They could just tunnel and boom, they're on me. And then I lose. But at the same time, I need both armies down here to challenge the Red Fangs and the dwarves, who I'm at peace with now. But I need to go up against... Oh, fuck it. Let's just break. Let's just hit the damn dwarves. Let's just simplify this. Just march Grimgor straight here with his war and attack these dwarves in Spite Peak, which doesn't even have walls. Yeah. Okay. Let's save it before I cock it up, though. Okay, so we made peace with the dwarves a moment ago. We will break that intentionally. Even though I'll probably suffer diplomatic penalties. Right, so move Grimgor here. Put him in raiding stance. Move his war. Zoom Dwar. Yep. Okay. Yep. Wait a turn for the war to come. Yes, indeed. They'll move up. I hope. I just gave it a save, so I can always load if I screwed that up. Okay. Orcs worrying about diplomatic penalties. I know. I kind of got to, really, because the game's a bit dumb in that regard. Okay. We need to move... We need to move south. Yeah. Move Felfire, the big Admiral General here. Send his war down to Karak Azul. Okay. Right. End the turn. So what's going to happen now? So this can quite easily go wrong. The moment Thorgrim decides that I'm to be destroyed, it's over. Okay. Crooked Fang. Ally is mobilized. That's our war. Same with that. Okay. I see. So our ally war is headed that way via the underway. So we might as well follow them. Okay. Yep, we'll use the underway to go here. Okay, so we're heading to Karak Azul. Right. So now, if this war strikes Spite Peak next, let's go into normal marching formation and stand outside the gate, ready to support them. So save. I might want to keep buildings that max out to tier 3 as capitals. I can't really most Dark Soul. I need a barracks for... Well, I need a barracks for the troops, and I need the gold mine for the cash. I have no options right now. Although I do have a... Sorry, no, wait. I've already got the population surplus, so I just need the cash. Get the cash, and then we can upgrade to this next building, which will then let me get a beast thing, or whatever it is. No, or at least my research table. Yeah. Okay. So those are all 4 of my armies. I can upgrade Fart in your gob. Let's do that. Improves growth. We'll go with a heap of shiny stuff, actually, in the Crooked Fang Fort, which we can protect a little better right now. Okay. How can orcs shoot bows if they can't move their fingers? So I guess they just move their whole hand, I guess. But yeah, if you see any incident where, you know, you see orcish writing or whatever, then it's it conflicts with the law. They don't have independent control over their fingers. Their brains are simply not that they just don't have the wiring. Their nerve endings are too simple. Hey, there we go. Right. Khazad-dûr Dragonslayer, so that level 4 Dwarf Lord who's caused so many problems, is now facing the War. Fuck it, I'm gonna fight this one on the field. Just to fuck the dwarves, basically. So you'll see how powerful they are. You'll see how tough each individual dwarven unit is. Okay, so we've got Grimgor's army versus Khazad-dûr Dragonslayer's army. Okay. Should be straightforward, although the AI... Fuck it, no. I mean, you know, we'll work it out. Might not be worth it. Sorry, NR1 Slayer, but no, I want to give it a go. Besides, I know I said it before, auto-resolving is just boring. I might as well just cheat. You know, if you're just going to go, oh, here's a battle that you got to fight, and then now I'll just activate invincibility mode and just breeze through it. If you're just going to exploit the fact that the AI goes off dumb numbers. I mean, sure, if the battle's going to be a crushing one and you don't want to waste your time, yeah, go for it, but, you know. Okay, hang on a second. So here's the War army. So they're going to be quite far ahead. But they're all expendable anyway. Okay. So, the dwarves are over there, sallying out of their keep. Now, this is going to suck because these NPCs, I can't tell them to wait. They're just going to rush forward and start getting murdered. By the time we're in position and ready, they'll already be in battle. And the morale of the Greenskins is so low that they'll be breaking. Right. Yeah, look. So by the time we get there to support them, their army would already be done. Shit. Alright. Well, let's just hope that they weaken them enough by the time that we get there. Right. So here comes my army. So the Greenskins enter the field. Slowly, very slowly. No, guys, they're just bum rushing. Just goblins are bum rushing. Stupid. Run, guys. Yeah, by the time we get there, their army's already gonna be, already defeated. Okay. Start moving. Okay. Right, so as you can see, so the dwarven musketeers and arrowmen have already started to inflict severe casualties. Yep, that unit's already started routing. Okay, so let's get my guys organized. Put the melee greenskins up front. Arrows behind. Skulkers on a flank. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. God, they're not even going to do any damage, are they? They're just going to get wiped the fuck out. Yeah, the Greenskins are just so underpowered. They're really, really weak. Even the lowest dwarven unit has more armor than some of the greatest greenskin ones, and far more morale. Yeah, look, they're so weak. I mean, look at the lack of casual. Look, they're right in direct combat, and they're just not. I mean, these are basic dwarf warriors. They're very basic. I mean, granted, they are goblins, but even still, so weak. Okay. Yeah, so their army's breaking, inflicting minimal casualties to the dwarves. Okay. Now, as much as I'd like to just run Grimgor in there, we need to stay as one because any greenskin unit that's not in his aura has a huge disadvantage when it comes to their morale. Okay, keep running. We're still fresh. Okay, our allied armory is almost depleted. Yeah, I know, Viking. I'm talking purely from a game perspective. There's severe imbalance with the greenskins. Somebody I saw had a pretty good suggestion. Make it so that the greenskins, for every single individual enemy unit, they would get 2. So they would really have numbers. You know, in the strategic recruitment screen. So you can replace your armies incredibly quickly and very cheaply. Because they really do need numbers. Which I thought was not a bad idea. Okay. Right, so this army's almost fallen apart. Okay, hang on, my skulkers have been discovered. Back them away. My boar boys. Let's send them around the... Actually, no, I need to hold them back. Come on, boys. You've got to form up. Okay, my war has been destroyed. Okay, here we go. Let's go, boys. Charge on in there. Right, as for my archers, just go target center mass. Are my skulkers okay? They are okay. Bring them closer. Right. So the dwarves are reforming. Again, minimal casualties from for the dwarves here. So they're very, very tough. And they're reforming their line. Let's go. Full charge now. Where's my cavalry? There they are. Let's get them in there. Oh, just need to pause it for a second. Sorry, I'm just going to micromanage the individual charges that are going on. Because we do want that charge bonus. Charge bonus is nice. But again, we need to keep, or at least try to keep, Grimgor's aura. So it does really matter here. So that aura, damn. So not all of my units are in the range of it. What else have we got here? So my archers, that's not mine. So just fire center mass over there. And get the skulkers, where's Grimgor? So get the skulkers really in there. Oh no. No, I guess we have to go for that group there. Okay, now the boar, boys. So this is going to be very difficult. I don't think we've got this one. We'll have to try our best. Okay. So where's their leader? Is he weakened? No, he's at full strength. He's at the back of the line. Have the archers go for that bolt thrower group at the back there. Actually, no, wait, that group there. Oh no, my boar boys are getting whittled down by their archers. See, yeah, the dwarves are very much the hammer, the hammer and the anvil approach, the standard Roman legion tactic. Just a big armored shield ball, and behind it loads of, well, it's not really the Roman legion approach, but effectively, the hold them with an anvil and smash them with a hammer. Rome used peltist and javelin skirmishes really, where for the initial work, but it was cavalry that was the hammer. No, my cavalry's already done. We might have just lost. They're so weak. They are so very weak. Okay. One of you activate your smoke bombs on the skulkers. Okay. So we've just debuffed this dwarven unit for their running speed. Okay, run the skulkers in there. Thank you, Ethio. Thank you very much, Ethio. Make sure the archers are firing slightly further than they are. Okay, Aldonon's force is already fleeing. Where's Grimgor? Make sure Grimgor's pretty much in the thick of it. Where are my skulkers? There they are. All of those archers are still intact. Thank you, General. Thank you very much, dude. They've still got this. We are down to we're on the ropes now. Okay, archers, can you go for their intact melee units over, range units over there? Skulkers, yeah. Get in there. Okay, we've got a handful of orcs and the melee left. There's their leader. Grimgor, can you smash their leader in? Okay, now some of the dwarves are rallying. The boar boys are back. Oh yeah, the Helm of Discord. Good point. Thank you very much. Should have targeted that further afield, to be honest. So we just debuffed the enemy armor, I believe. Melee defense, melee attack, and armor, which is not bad for the dwarves. I should have used that sooner. Okay. Just keep stabbing. Victory's in our grasp. Are you sure? Doesn't look like it. No, not yet. I mean, they've still got... Hang on. Keep Grimgor on the faction leader there. Get the skulkers with him, please, for their armor piercing. Thank you, Sleepy Tree. Thank you very much, Sleepy. No, this isn't over. The dwarves definitely still winning. I mean, these guys are just going to rally. And we got, like, next to no orcs left. Okay, fire the archers further afield. Oh, surprising. Okay, I guess we won by morale. They all broke, even though there's quite a lot of them left. Look. Strange. But yes, as you can see by the horrendous casualties we suffered on a force that we quite handsomely outnumber. Yeah, the Greenskins are very weak versus the... It's not that the Dwarves are broken. No. It's that the Greenskins are not well thought out. So yeah, we suffered severe casualties on what should have been a pretty easy win for most other armies. Most of this is because we just don't really have effective armor piercing. We just don't have counters for an army that consists of, you know, every single unit is coated in armor, even their range units. Right. Okay. I mean, it gets better later because we'll get access to beasts and, you know, upgrades and stuff. But initially, it's very difficult. Is it better than Warhammer 2? I don't know. I haven't purchased Warhammer 2. It's too expensive versus what is there. Right. I didn't have control over the other 20. Yeah, but even still, Finny, they were still in the battle. Thank you, Nifty. Thank you very much. So, of that battle, so the war was mostly depleted and will no doubt drop into infighting and drop off the radar. Grimgort got 69 kills. Mike Hunt UK, the Black Orc Immortal Regiment that's with him, his bodyguard got 39. Finn got 51 kills, very good. Kim Jong Skill, 62, very good. Lyde, 35. Wolf, 56. Lizer, 64. Only 8 orcs remaining in Lemberg's regiment. He got 41. Eagle Eye Sui got 10. Aldenon got 26. Black Orc, 54. Kushulker got 30. Wilhelm, the Spear Goblins, got 16. Bashananas got 7 kills with his bow. Pizza de Pasta got 9. Really? Admiral Warmdal got 10. The archers barely got any kills. Surprises me. Lablog only got 4 kills with his goblin archers. Gold the Wolf and his cavalry group only got 5 kills. And Tariot got 126. Very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Okay. Right. Yes, indeed, Holy Crash. No, I don't disagree. Sorry, that's not what I'm saying, and I don't disagree with you. But they are black orcs. That is a late game unit. I'm talking about the starting. Like most people, according to the Steam forums, most people were saying that if you see greenskins by turn 30, it's a bit of an anomaly. They tend to be wiped off the map by the dwarves very quickly at the beginning because they just don't have the counters. Right. Okay. So I'm going to. I'm actually going to eat the captives for the regen. Okay. There we go. So we've at least taken over a settlement, and the other war is going for this one down here. So we're still very vulnerable, and the dwarves can basically kill us in 2 turns if they use the underway by going bloop bloop. The Red Fang orcs would like to talk to me. They would like a peace treaty. Truth be told, I'm not going to do it because I would like the territory that I'm about to hit, so I decline. I wonder if I can counter offer. Can I? Oh, hang on a minute. Right. So I might not even need. Okay. So here's the next question. Should I do this then? I can offer peace in exchange for them, I assume, turning in their war boss and joining my faction. The trouble is, if I do this, I will not be able to confederate with any other faction for a while. I think it's like there's a several turn cooldown. I will get his territory. I want his territory. Or do I get some cash as well? So hang on. Yeah, so diplomatic relations -40 with greenskin tribes. So I will have problems with other greenskins, particularly the Crooked Moon. That could be a problem. That could be a problem, actually. We'll see. I do get the war boss. Gorfang, really? Becomes... Yeah, he goes to my authority, does he? Kill him for his land and confederate with the Bloody Hands. Truth be told, yeah, maybe I should just kill him. I could just take over his territory. Okay, yeah, screw this. I'm going to just kill him then. I mean, what would that... I would rather confederate with another faction that I don't want to fight. He is extremely weak. He's rank 48 out, and we are rank 19. So we are way above him. I see. You get whatever armies they have deployed. So if it's Gorfang, then you get Gorfang. Nah, I'm gonna say no. Okay. Cancel. I've rejected the offer. We'll just destroy him the normal way. Okay, Battle of Spike Peak. Yep, we've taken over that dwarven group. Several goblins have been spotted sneaking around the Badlands. It stands to reason that they're up to no good. There may be some fighting to be had at the end of it. Grimgor orders his scouts to bring one of them to him. So, embed a goblin big boss hero into the following lord's army. Grimgor. So, he needs a report from an agent, and he'll get cash. It's the start of a quest for him. Imminent rebellion, over here on the far east side. They say you revel in victory. They say you spend more time erecting monuments to battles past than managing the realm. Yeah, with Greenskins. They say you're a fool. Yeah, this is just one of those generic events that doesn't make sense. We'll go with, yeah, a leadership bonus. So we'll see who is the fool. I don't know what this means. It's just a generic, yeah, all the factions have that event. It's done. Okay. Right, so... The Bloody Hands have Wurzerg. He's a really good legendary lord. Okay. I'll see if I can get with them then.
Great and powerful warboss.
Okay.
Ready for murdering.
So, I've got quite a bit to do actually, so I'm just looking at what I need to achieve. So I need to really upgrade. I don't have the cash yet to upgrade Black Crag, and I need to. Thank you, Gary. Thank you very much, Gary. Thank you. Let's start with the armies. Grimgor. I'd like you to... Yeah, so we need to move him up the skill tree. What's this, sorry? Quest for Gitsnig. Gitsnik? Is it a weapon? Ability... He has that? What do you mean? Mighty Axe. He doesn't have that. No, he doesn't have that. I guess it means I have the mission, I guess. The mission starts, but I haven't done it. Okay. So I'd rather go down this tree. Let's... At the same time, though, we could really do with cash bonuses from raiding. Nah, screw it. Let's go over here. So weapon strength, hit points. We'll give him more hit points. We'll just give him a lot of hit points. Make him into a tank. Okay. So Grimgor's army. The war is still intact, surprisingly. Let's move them, yeah, continue to move them down south. Take as much territory as we can. So this territory rebels in a minute, so Grimgor can get ready for that. Okay. Ah, we've united the whole thing. We've got lots of things to build. So hang on. Let me just name. Yeah, so I need to name this whole section on the east side. So, mods, can we pop it into sub-only mode, if you please? Right. So the capital city, I'll name after a patron, and the 2 villages will go with Twitch subs or another patron if they wish. So, please say when you just raise your hand or send me the password if you would like the capital or a village or both. So, yes, on the east side we have greenskin places to be named. Just need to get a pen. There's a pen. Okay. Let's have a look. Da 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 da. Okay. Sorry, just scribbling. Okay. Okay. So 2 for the capital, 2 for the villages. Hang on. Okay, and then cool, and then a couple. So hang on, go with can't spell. It's got an 8. Fuck. Hang on. Okay. Right, okay then. So, so for the capital, we'll go with... So the capital, formerly a dwarf hold, so it's built into the mountain. This will be... Sergei. Is it Sergei or Sergei? Hang on. But we need a proper name for it. So how can we... It's a dwarf hold. So, yeah, it is, with a G. So, can anyone give an idea for, like, a dwarf hold type name? Thank you, bugging me with a fish fork. Thank you, dude. So, like, I'm thinking Mount, you know, like Mount Sergei or, you know, something hold or, you know, hall. Like Sergei Hall or something. Serg Hall. Thank you, Portal Lord. But also bear in mind it's an orky thing, so it wouldn't necessarily be called given the same dwarven name. Any ideas? Mount Sergei's Hole. Sergei's Delve isn't too bad, says Quebec. Sergei's Delve. Sergei's Pit. I think, yeah, try and be a bit more creative though. I mean, we keep going with like this person's castle, this person's tower. You know, how can we really play with that name? How can we really, you know, not just make it Sergei's thing, like Serg Hold or, you know, Mount Gay, that sort of thing. Hang on. Shiny Sergei. Karaka Sergei. Mount Gay, says Hiroto. Thank you, Lastman. Thank you very much, Lastman. The Depths of Sergei. That's not too bad. Sir Cave. Sir Gale. Sergei's Castle of Love and Tolerance. Kazan de Sergei. Yeah, stuff like that. That's what I mean, Ozels. Thank you, Doubtster. Thank you very much. Let's go. You know, I think Sergei's Delve to start with. I mean, if anyone can think of something else, feel free. Sergei, tell me what you think. Is that okay? Right, I just need to do the other two. So the two other villages. Hang on. So down here we have Spike Peak. No, we'll go for the far north. So this one's closest to our territory. It's quite snug and safe for now, unless the dwarves come and fuck it this way. Hang on. So this one, which is going to be just another orc hold on the far east mountains. So who have I got here? Let's go with... It's the Schinderhans. But again, how can we... The Schinderhans. The Schindermine. Schindermine. The Schinderholm. The Schinderhelm. The Schinderhelm. I like that. What a, you know, any suggestions? Thank you, Morgley. Thank you, Beyond Broken. Thank you. That's very kind. Put a Z instead of an S. So Zinderhands. Does it? The Schindler's List. The Schindler's Realm. I like the Schinderhelm. I think it's pretty good. I think I nailed it. The Schinderhelm. Cool. The Schinderhands. Tell me what you think. Is that okay? Okay. And then the last one, right at the very bottom. Hang on. So that was 2 patrons. So we'll go with a Twitch sub just to make it fair. Minty Choc. So what should this be? So presumably an orc has found this place and has found that one of the freezers, not that they really have freezers, but at least one of the caves that's of low temperature, which has ice forming, has a delicacy in the form of some chocolate minty chip treat that the dwarves were eating, and has now decided to take over, distributing minty choc ice cream to any orc who submits or whatever. Say it's some intrepid, enterprising goblin. So what? Minty Rock? Minty Mountains? Mount Minty. Mount Minty's not bad. Mount Minty Choc. It's choc chip, but yeah, it's mint choc. Mint Choc Rock. The mines of Mintia. Minty Choc Place. Minty Choc Rock isn't bad, to be honest. Minty Choc Rock. Yeah, say there's like a glacier inside the mountain. And they're like, ooh, they shave some off and mix it up with some local ingredients that they don't know how to replicate, so they're just raiding the dwarven hold. Thank you, Holly F4K. Thank you. Mount Mint, Minty Mountains, Ho Choc Minty, Chocolate Glacier. Cool, Minty Choc likes it. Yeah, I think that's good. Minty Choc Rock. So, Minty Choc, pretend, you know, just for the sake of roleplay, that you are an intrepid goblin who's discovered a secret, like, I don't know, like a room containing the recipe that he needs to make this delicious ice cream that makes all the other greenskins go a bit weird. And, yeah, they get sugar high. They don't know what it is. So they just start going, hitting each other even more. Okay, right, Minty Choc, so I'm going to just check the, Okay, so Sergei's okay with the capital of Sergei's Delve. And where's Shinderhan's? He hasn't responded. Or at least not by whispers. Okay, well I hope that's okay. Right, so we got this area named. So give that a save. So Grimgor's army. So Sergei's Delve is immediately going to rebel on the next turn. Which is a slight bummer. Over at Minty Choc Rock, let's build a boss tent for the obedience to remind everybody who's in charge, and a pile of shiny stuff as well. For now, that's all we can really afford. Okay, I'm sending the War south, and I'm moving. So if I were to set up a raiding camp in my own territory, income generated from raiding, would it cut the amount of currency I've got coming in? Hang on. So 1063. If I put him into raiding stance, okay, so it does damage and significantly damage the public order. Fine, fuck it. Well, I mean, we want it to rebel anyway, don't we? So we can defeat the rebels. Oh yes, don't forget the commandment. Okay, so we can now issue a proclamation to all of the greenskin boys in this valley so obedience increase, growth increase, extort them, recruitment bonus. I want it to rebel next turn. Well, we're not going to have any trouble there. Right, Camp Ruckus. So order and obedience increase across the entire province. So they will rebel. We'll smash them heads together, and yeah. If I raid my own region, I get 0 income. Apparently not. We just get an income reduction, but it's not 0. How do you get income anyway? Taxing greenskin farmers and artisans. Punching greenskin farmers and artisans. And by farmers and artisans, we mean snotlings and gobbos who are hoarding the shinies that they're finding and not telling the boss because they want to hoard it for themselves. So you find the biggest of them, you punch them repeatedly in front of the others until the other ones are scared enough to reveal what they were hiding. Basically, that's greenskin taxation for you. Find their stashes of their teeth and their shiny bits that they weren't giving to the boss. Okay. Take care, Chinny. Have a good one. Right, so that's that. Felfire the big general admiral. So this war should be able to handle this other dwarf hold, right? No, actually. No, they won't. They're going to die. So if we instead... Okay. Order Felfire the big general admiral in normal marching conditions within range of Karak Azgul so we can support the war. So are we close enough to support their attack? Hopefully, we can load it if not.
Move it.
Okay. Right. So as said, we have no northern defences at all. So if Thorgrim decides he's going to use the underway to come here and hit my crack, there's nothing I can do to stop him. Which is going to be a hell of a pain. And he's not going to be the only army. He's going to have more coming. So we are still close to losing the campaign. Unfortunately. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Cold Knees. Thank you very much, Dr. Cold. Hopefully, Blue Devil, hopefully. And thank you, D-Chain. Thank you. Okay. So the mutinous gits are moving north. The Red Fangs are moving away. Their agent is trying to follow Fellfire. Thank you, the Reaper. Thank you. Rebellion over to next to Minty Chock Rock. Where is it? The Jagged Horn tribe has been destroyed. Chaos is stirring to the north. So storm clouds gather in the north. There are rumors that a barbarous tribe resides in the shadows of residing in the shadow of chaos has ceased striving against each other, so the tribes, for the attention of the dark gods, and are instead banding together. Cycling at the teat of chaos, the horde grows in strength. It seems only a matter of time before the dam breaks and a tide of ruin bursts forth to engulf the old world, corrupting or destroying all in its path. Marshal your strength, nurture the sinews of war, build your walls high, gather warriors to your banner, and temper them in the crucible of battle, so that when the time comes, you may yet weather the storm. However, for the Greenskins, this means fun times! Fun times indeed. The Greenskins revel in the presence of a good fight. Okay, so our War is attacking that settlement. We will support them. Move Fellfire here. Yes, I'm going to go off on... Yeah, I'm just going to pour myself a drink and go off and talk about something else. Yeah, related to the Chaos thing. So it's not Warhammer, it's 40k. But there's an interesting... So Greenskins in 40k and Greenskins in Warhammer, they're very, very similar, really. There's very few differences. It's just that they're kind of interplanetary instead of, confined here. And one of the interesting things is that when a Greenskin war boss called Tusker was traveling through the warp, which is through like the interdimensional sort of hyperspace that the ships use, his ship was attacked by demons, which happens. It's just one of the realities of using the warp. Sometimes you get demons. So when Tusker heard that a giant thing with huge tusks, well, I think it had teeth or whatever, was killing his boys in the lower deck, he abandoned the bridge and he ran down into the cargo hold to fight it one-on-one. He won. He defeated this great demon, and he basically took its tusks for himself. So fascinated was Tusker of this giant creature, this amazingly powerful thing that put up such a good fight, that he gathered together all of his weird boys, which are like the psychers, the sort of magicians, the magic users of 40k, and he basically charged a place called Cadia. Cadia is like a bastion of the Imperium. It's like the gate between real space and the warp, the Imperium. There's this great big dirty tear in the galaxy, and from it, demons spew forth, you see. And so the Imperium have put this big gate. The humans have put this big sort of, not a literal gate. It's like it's a fortress world of Cadia. Anyway, so he charged Cadia with all of his boys, his greenskins. Surprisingly for the Imperium, he just ignored them. He went straight past Cadia and went into the warp because he wanted a good fight. He wanted to find the biggest thing that he could find. Anyway, so he went into the warp, and normally what happens is that when you go into the Eye of Terror, where there are a bunch of planets and where chaos rules, normally you tend to get destroyed because demons are powerful. Nope. Tusker went from Demon World to Demon World with his several million strong army of greenskins, and basically murdered everything. He went from world to world, kicked the living shit out of demons, kicked the shit out of all of their cultists and their space marines and all of the best of chaos. He would just defeat them one after the other. Eventually, however, Tusker's luck ran out, and he got involved in a fight on a demon world with a sort of very powerful demon prince, a very high-ranking one. And just as he was about to be killed, he was on the ground and he was dying. It takes a lot to kill an orc, but let alone an orc war boss. Thank you, Bouncer. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. So he was obviously bleeding on the ground, just as this Chaos Prince was about to deliver the coup de grace, the final blow. Tusker basically jumped up and ripped his face off, and laughed as he died. So he the whole trope, with the enemies on the ground, he just jumped up and ripped his face off. Now, he was being watched at the time. Tusker, his whole army, was obviously being watched by all of the forces of chaos, who found this fascinating, this greenskin that had invaded the warp. Normally the chaos gods are invading real space. Here comes real space to invade the warp. Anyway, so amused was the chaos god of war, Khorne, so just fascinated and impressed that he resurrected Tusker, and he basically doomed Tusker to be resurrected every single morning for a big fight against the forces of chaos, who also can't die, by the way, because they're demons. They can't permanently die. So basically, both sides would be resurrected at the start of every morning, and then by the end of it, each day they would battle and then fizzle out, and then be resurrected the next day, fizzle out. Effectively, the orcs loved it. Because they would like the perfect fight, and they had it for all eternity now. Every day, at the start of each new day, Groundhog Day, they get to fight demons, the greatest of the demons, before Khorne, like an aquarium in his kingdom, effectively, of greenskins fighting the chaos, fighting the forces of chaos. Effectively, he has found the orc version of heaven, because he gets a constant battle against a worthy enemy and a good fight with his boys. And from that day forward, he became known as Tusker the Demon Killer, and he's a bit of a legend among the orcs. But yeah, sorry, just to provide some context for the chaos. Chaos comes from the north. Let them come. As far as the Greenskins concerned, they promise a good fight, and that's what the Greenskins ultimately want. They don't care about winning. They don't necessarily want to win. They just want a good fight. So yeah, he found the Warhammer version of Valhalla. So that's Tusker the Demon Killer. Right, okay, anyway, so that's 40k though, that's not this. But again, it's very, very similar. Khorne exists in this world, The demons exist in this world, demon princes and all that type. Okay, so Karak Azul, so this is the capital city of this province here? Yeah, so this province here, we're going to strike it with a war, supported by Felfire, the big General Admiral. So there's a diamond, gemstones.
What is something you want? Killing time.
Can we not actually instigate battle? Okay, so because this is an AI-controlled player, we cannot tell them when to attack. So instead, I'm just going to go into raiding. Can we not even do that?
I'm the best.
Yes, we can. Go into raiding stance to replenish as many of your forces as possible, and we'll support their attack when they go for it. Okay. What now? The dwarves are trying to recover to the south. Hopefully we can eliminate them before they do. Right, so Grimgor, you've got work to do over at Sergei's Delve. There are some goblins, some gobbos that need to be clobbered. So please break your raiding camp down and march over to Sergei's Delve to basically start stomping heads until they identify who is the proper war boss. Okay, so over at Minty Chock Rock, can we build an idol so that's a growth? Yeah, why not? Build an idol to Mork or Gork at Minty Chock Rock, which will improve the overall growth rate of the province, which is what we want, really, in order to upgrade the settlements and their populations. Yes, indeed, Scion. I personally don't like that. I'm not going to go off on one about 40k, but yeah, I don't like the idea of advancing the world, because it kind of misses the point, I feel. The world isn't supposed to be a finite story with a beginning and an end. It's supposed to be the canvas from which the stories are written. And if you write them well, then they tend to become timeless. You don't need to have a distinct beginning and end, and then have a big climax from which you then promote your next model of toys or whatever that you're selling. Models. Which is Games Workshop's business model. So yeah, I don't like that personally. Sorry. Also, looking at the diplomatic situation. So the Bloody Hands, they're the ones with... Yeah, so this is the Great Green Prophet. So he's that legendary hero that I could probably do with on my side. They are very weak. They are fighting everybody. Okay. Can I improve my relations with you?
So, you've heard of Wurzak's mighty powers, has you?
Defensive alliance, low chance. Become a vassal, low chance. Military access? No, they won't accept anything for the moment. I'm just gonna... Can I give you a small gift? No, I don't have the gold right now. Okay. Right. Leave that for now, though. Sorry, what about the mutinous gits? We're on good relations with them.
Ah, them boys. What's you got for me?
Nah. Leave it for now. Okay. Yeah, but just as a concept, Grumpy, I don't think it's a good idea. Right. So I think we just end the turn, frankly, because we've all got a, yeah, all of my armies have got a task. They've got something in mind. Let's just continue. Fuck. Oh no, hang on. Sorry, no, it's an orc group. I thought there was a dwarven army on my, yeah, basically about to hit me. Quest issued. A dwarven artillery brigade was foolish enough to leave the safety of its keep, marching too close to the Greenskin host. Smash them from front and back before they can even load their guns. The battle at Thundering Falls. In exchange, I will get an item of gear. Thank you, Shiro01 Hun. Thank you, Shiro. Rejoice! Our colossal war army has crushed the enemy. Really? Oh, down here. That's fine. Sweet. Mission aborted. Capture Iron Rock. That's fine. So we don't... Yeah, so another orc group has taken over that. So one of my trusted bosses has come back from a raid empty-handed. So he says. But he's wearing a right nifty helmet and it's all shiny. Where do you get that dosh to polish that helmet? Right. So, demand teeth. You want your teeth, as it's your right as the big boss. But if you don't give you some, then punch I'm in the mouth and take his teeth instead. Oh, so I'll get his teeth currency. So I'll get his teeth as currency. But a leadership reduction for all forces ain't worth worrying about. Shiny helmet. The boys look upon the new helmet with some envy. Fighting is reduction for all forces, but a leadership bonus. I see. So I can either take a leader down a peg and suffer a leadership debuff and get some cash, or I can suffer a fightiness reduction for everybody for 10 whole turns, but get a good leadership bonus. Damn, this sucks. Yeah, I think the fightiness penalty, so -5 fightiness for 10 turns, that will basically destroy our war. Yeah, we'll get a leadership reduction, so that will cause our morale to be significantly weaker in battle, but we'll get some cash. Yeah, so this war boss, I'm going to punch all of his teeth out, and yeah, so punch his teeth out. Right. Okay. What's this over here? I've got an army that can get skill point. Cool. It's Fellfire. So, yeah, give him additional income. So, plus 15 income from raiding now. So, he's raiding right now, but the settlement is under siege. So, it's not as if... It's not as if we can do anything. Okay. Hang on. So, they've won at the Misty Mountains, but they haven't taken it over?
You need help?
Take it over.
I'm well nasty.
Dude, take it over. Okay, Grimgor, crush the rebels.
You're not right there.
A 14 stack there. It should be fine to deal with if they're just gobbos. Yeah, simple enough. Yeah, it's just a upstart goblin crusher beard taker. Thank you, Oatoa. Thank you very much. Thank you, dude. Okay. Auto resolve that shit. Don't need to fight that one. Decisive victory. Eat the dead. Eat well, boys. Gobbo's on the menu. Same again. Wipe them out. Right. War can't take over, only sack or raise. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay. Awesome. Alright, I'll have to go down there personally. Okay, eat the gobbos. And we've got a skill point for Grimgore. Good. So let's put it, keep advancing him down all the way to the end of his melee tree. So Foe Seeker. So from one bloodied, lifeless corpse to the next, this one is always looking for the next adversary to best. So he gets an ability that he can cast every 45 seconds for 25 seconds, which improves his speed and his vigor, so he can move very quickly. Limited use for Grimgore. I mean, he'll get into battle quickly, but once he's in battle, he's pretty much going to stay in like the front melee ranks the entire fight. So, yeah, not really very useful, but it's just a stepping stone to the next one, which, I need to get weapon strength, armor maybe. Leadership would be good. And then get to War, which is every 90 seconds, we have a big AoE War effect, which will buff everybody's melee attack by 58 for 25 seconds, which is pretty awesome. The vigor is crazy good, says Arkan. Is it really? Okay. I wouldn't think this is particularly good for a tank like Grimgore, who just gets straight in and stays in. Okay. It also keeps him from tiring. Yeah, but he's Grimgore. He doesn't... Sure, okay. I stand corrected then. Right.
Who can I stand? What you want?
So, our other War army hasn't gone in yet.
Who needs stabbing?
I guess they're building siege weapons. Okay. So Iron Rock has been taken over by a small group of... Who are you? You are the Crooked Moon Mutinous Git. Oh yeah, you're just the Mutinous Gits. I really need some eyes over here. I need to see what's going on. Ah, good. Right, we can upgrade my crack. So please build black... So a green skin encampment in my crack. Once the proud hold of my crack is now... Sorry. So once the proud hold of Karak, not my crack, is now the most formidable of orc strongholds in the hands of the Red Fang tribe until very recently. Okay, so we get an income improvement for all buildings in this province. And also we get, we can then build trolls. No, sorry, garrison of trolls. Yeah, but we need to get an extra slot unlocked so we can just proceed down the damn tech tree. In 4 turns, we get a rebellion. God damn it. Damn it. Sucks. Why? Difficulty level and the taxation? I kind of need that. Okay. Right, I might have to send Fellfire back up there fairly quickly then. Okay. How many orcs can fit in my crack? Well, after this it will be... so 2 boar regiments, 3 black orc regiments, 2 orc biggins, 2 trolls, 6 arrow boy regiments, and a goblin rock thrower. Yes. Yes, indeed. It's quite spacious. Karak Azul, the dwarves, would like a peace treaty. I imagine they would, but I want their territory, and I also need to eliminate them before they confederate with the dwarves to the north, and then cause real problems. So, would you become a vassal? No. I'm going to offer it anyway, just as a joke. They want to pay instead for a peace treaty. No. You become... You become a vassal. Oh, fuck it. No, they won't do it. Okay. Come on, allies. Battle of Misty Mount. Oh, our War was defeated back at the Misty Mountains. They ran out of men. Under the dark moon's glare, your warriors range deep into hostile lands, but all is not well. There are dark omens abroad, as if the shadow of some horned god was watching from the evil moon above. The army is fettered by Morsleeb's glare. So they're talking about the moon. It's a full moon. And they're quite superstitious. So improve the omens. An offering to our gods and to the warriors' own purses should improve matters and help them find their boldness. So it's for 1,500 we get a leadership bonus. Risk more Sleeves Wrath, do nothing. Okay. We can't really afford it right now, but I suppose a plus 10 leadership per turn, so for 10 turns, will counteract the debuff that I got from the other event. Fine. For this one turn, we'll give 1,500 gold or teeth to improve our leadership. Expensive. Okay. Right, Grimgor. So you march your ass down there as quick as you can. You need to take the Misty Mountain settlement. Okay. Come on, guys. We don't have the time. You need to take it over now. Can I force their hand? No. It's quite a tough fortress, actually. Orc Biggins. Does it have a standing army? Sorry? No. They can't take it over to War. Yeah, I just need him to initiate the fight, Master.
No mercy.
Can I just get them to follow me? I'll save it and then give them a new order and see what they do. Okay, fuck. 2 turns into a rebellion. Can I? 6 turns into a rebellion if I suspend taxation in Womble's crack. Right. I can't do anything. Alright, I'll give it a save. I'm going to clear their war target and see if they break the siege and then do it myself. Okay. Yes, indeed. Minus income because I suspended taxation. Okay, the dwarves have moved back into the Misty Mountains, having destroyed that war. Okay. Block arm. Damn. The assassin has followed Fellfire. Okay. Have they broken the siege? Oh, guys, come on. Fine, I'm going to reassign their war target over there. We'll have Fellfire take this settlement. I'm worried that this assassin's going to keep leveling up. And then eventually he'll be able to assassinate Fellfire. I can't recruit any agents at the minute. Okay. So Grimgor, just march down there as fast as you can. Okay. Oh, good point. Is it because I'm in raiding stance? Oh. Well, I was in raiding stance. Doesn't change anything. Okay. End the turn. I know. Okay, so they've sallied out. Or no, the war force has gone in finally. Okay, simple enough. Okay, I will just auto-resolve that for now. It's a clear win. Okay. Right. Do with the cash, really. Let's get some cash. We'll get a fightiness reduction, but that doesn't really matter for the moment. We've got such high fightiness that we really need the cash. Okay. Right, so we need to take over this settlement. Also, what's the time? I need to watch the time so I can get on with work. So it's 10 minutes to 1, so I need to go fairly soon. Okay, we've taken decisive victory over that settlement there. The capital city of this province, to the south. We have a trait gain, so Fellfire, the big general admiral, is an aggressor, so 1 obedience for every concurrent war with a neighbouring faction in his local province, which is quite useful. Thank you, Amop. Thank you very much, Amop. Okay, another war. So our war has moved off to this settlement here. Okay. Good. No, wait, they didn't actually take it over? God damn, war. Take it over. Right. Ah! What? Can't we just smash the gates? For Christ's sake. Hang on. Raise the standard. Whoopsie. Damn, so we need to build a damn battering ram. And then we can go in. Alright. I know, yeah. But you think you'd be able to get in, what, with a supporting army that you control. Fine, continue the siege. No, we can just climb the walls, though. Easy. Alright. So, Grimgor, please go straight to the Misty Mountains. We need to crush these dwarves as soon as possible to just get them off our ass. We really do need to. So, Grimgor, move here. Will we suffer attrition? I believe we will.
Keep moving.
Yeah. Get in and destroy the dwarves as quickly as we can. Always take trolls. Trolls make the army work. Yes, indeed, but trolls are further down the tech tree than we can currently get. At least for now. Okay. Thank you, Mark Colony Crucially. Thank you very much, dude. Another skill point for Felfire, the big Admiral General. So I do want to move him down the strategic tree. What's this? Sorry, fighting is +2 when in foreign territory. That's quite useful. Lightning Strike is very useful, where we can hit the enemy without their reinforcements. So like a quick dawn raid, very useful. So income from looting, evasion chance when using the underway, income from sacking settlements. Let's go with just 1 point into evasion chance in the underway. Okay. Right. The red tier general tree has a huge buff to the army. Sure, but I don't want every general to be the same. And I do want a strategic general specifically for the lightning strike ability. Okay, so they're doing that. So we're still experiencing bankruptcy. Okay. Could be countered if I tax my main settlement. Right. End the turn. Gonna give it a save. Yeah, I'm not paying 40 quid for a repo copy. That's not happening. Okay. Yep. Faction destroyed. The Bloody Spears. Wait, were they the were they that legendary? The guy with the decent faction leader? Okay, we're bankrupt, so we're now suffering from attrition. After a long bloody night of curved daggers, an ambitious goblin has emerged as big boss. He presents himself ready to do your bidding. Hero recruited at Womble's crack, a goblin big boss. Aha!
Yes, boss.
Good, is that an agent? It is. Very useful indeed. Okay, so the game has given us an agent, which will give us eyes on what the dwarves are doing up here. Excellent. Is this an assassin? It is an assassin. Good, very good. Okay, so I think we've just seen the arrival of, at long last, we have seen the arrival of Quebec. Was it Quebec the poo covered? So the agent that I said I'd bring back, because obviously we've had to restart a couple of times now. And so hang on, look at the previous Greenskin playthrough. Thank you, Manba. Thank you, Manba. That's very kind. Thank you. So Quebec the poo covered. Yes, indeed, that's correct. So Quebec from Specsaver's fame, his story on the poo covered man, is now Quebec the poo covered, the misshapen goblin agent, deformed by birth or made by the ruinous powers. Yet there is honor within the prison of flesh. I doubt that. Enemy leadership is -2 in the local region. Okay, so right, Quebec the poo covered has arrived. The enemy will no doubt smell him before they see him. Please, hang on, what does he do? Deploy the hero. Modifies the success chance of the enemy hero actions by -15. Okay, so if anything, I really would like him to go south to counteract that assassin. That's his first port of call. Okay. Right. Did I end the turn from last time? I can't recall.
Killer.
I did. We have... Yeah, there we go. So quickly auto-resolve this. Break in. Right, so to the south, we've just taken over another capital city. We are going to occupy. We now have a talisman. Eating a seed from this small troll skin leather pouch will imbue the consumer with regenerative abilities. So again, is that really true? Or do the goblins just believe that it is true? Passive ability, Seed of Rebirth. Replenishes hit points of the combatant. Okay. Sorry, a seed from this small troll skin leather pouch. Okay. Right. Please get rid of this wolf's den. Now, I saw gemstones. We can build a gemstone mine in here, which is going to help massively.
Who needs stabbing?
Right. Okay, what else have we got here? Ooh. This boss is especially sneaky, able to deploy deep in enemy enemy gets territory before battle. Vanguard deployment. Just for the general, though. Yeah. Or is that the general or his entire army? Does anybody know? Is it just this unit or his army? Because having Vanguard deployment would be amazing, but just sticking the general out where he can be killed sucks. Just the general. Nah, screw it then. Rubbish ability. Just puts him vulnerable. Just makes him get destroyed. Okay, right, so iron hard. These iron hard gits are particularly tough and gnarly greenskins who even if wounded will be up and ready to fight before too long. Wound recovery time -1. So if he's ever downed or out the fight, he will be back in the fight that much faster. Thank you, Vaskan Grim. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, very good. Now we're still suffering from... Obviously, we're still suffering from our bankruptcy problem. Right, so as for Grimgor's army is relatively weak. Can we take this place? I mean, we're on about, like, 2/3 strength across... Yeah, for the most part. Hang on. Probably going to be a bit of a knob. Hang on. Pyrrhic victory. No, we're okay. Take it over. Occupy. We need cash. We got a cash boost for that. There we go. We've stolen Warrior's Bane. This unsettling weapon spreads a curse on all around, disabusing enemy warriors of their martial skill. So it's a constant effect on self. Reduces weapon damage, -6. Oh, on all the enemies in the area. Sweet. We've also got a follower, a swindler, in Grimgor's retinue, which increases post-battle looting by 7%. Okay, we're still not in the positives in terms of cash flow, but we've taken over... So, yeah, 2 settlements in this province. We need to take the other 2. And, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Low Key. Thank you very much, Low Key. Thank you, man. That's very kind of you. Okay, so also... we've got the next, so the goblin encampment over here at the Death's Pass. Now, honestly, maybe I should just go with a boss's tent for the obedience. We might not have much choice. What else? What other options do I have? So it's a level. So we could, with a bit more cash, Squig Cage, Squig Herd, Orc Boar Boys. How do you get the trolls? Here. Troll Cave. So we can access it with 5,000 gold and get trolls in the battle. That would be very useful. Yeah, my economy is tanking, isn't it? Shit. Okay, let's leave that spot open and try and get trolls. That would really, you know, we do need some big heavy hitter if we're going to face the dwarves. Thank you, Explicit Sasquatch. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. That's most kind of you. Thank you for doing that. Okay. So we just need to try our best to up the cash. Okay, Grimgor is now at level 10. So he's continuing to advance down the secondary martial skill tree. So, melee defense, leadership, armor, or weapon strength. Let's go with armor. Let's just give him a fuck ton of armor. So this will go up to plus 15% armor, or at least plus 15 armor value. And yeah, thank you, Clancy. You too, dude. You too. I should get the gem mine. I think I already do, Dodgy Georgie. I do indeed. Or do you mean at the other base down south? Yes. So this province also needs a name. Yeah, so we'll get the gem mine. Good idea. Cave of Shinies. In this cave, the boys often discover shiny rocks that may be worth a few teeth for the boss. 600 gold per turn, and that's only the opening starting one. I'm also going to put down a big cave of Shinies and hold off one slot in the Misty Mountains over here for a boss's tent. So, can we pop it into sub-only mode, if you please? So I have 2 settlements that require names. I will go with a patron for the capital city, and I'll go for a Twitch sub for the village, just to mix it up a bit. So, any volunteers? If you're a patron, just a reminder, you need to send me the password with the /W whisper command, so that, I can tell that you're a patron. But the Twitch sub, just raise your hand. I can just see the subs. Right, so I'm just going to pick a name. So just make it super quick. So the capital city. So this is the province to the south in the Badlands. This is the capital city. This is the village. We'll capture these 2 villages soon. These 2 here. We don't have them yet, obviously. So a little bit cart before the horse, but right. So. So I'm just going to make this quick. New password, Hector's. New password indeed, sir. That's the old one. Okay. So, hang on. Fuck. The whisper thing's a pain in the ass. Who got there first? Sorry, Clark and Tom. Naglaref beat you just by a few seconds, so I'm just going to hang on. So... We'll get you guys. Just Naglaref did want the one from before, and he was here first. Hang on, right. So Naglaref and a Twitch sub. This is just a bit of fun, just a bit of personalization. Let's go with. Thank you, Tech Doc. Thank you, man. That's very kind. Oh, please don't volunteer if you've already got something, and just be fair. Let other people have other things. Let's go with you. Okay, I got the Twitch sub. Right, cool. So the patron is going to be Naglaref, and the Twitch sub is going to be Gavin. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your support. It's very generous. Thank you, Meow. Thank you very much. Right. Okay, so Naglaref, the capital city. No, we'll start with the village. So Misty Mountains over here is now being renamed to the Orc stronghold of Gavin. Good enough? No, that's fine. Right, so what should we call this? So it's right on the coast. So it's a small mountain chain. It's not really a big dwarf hole. I'd say it's more like an open village, isn't it? Just on the in this bay. So what's an orky name for like a Gavin Bay, like Big Gavin's Port, Gavin's Gap. Yeah, it's not much of a stronghold. It's a small village, isn't it? Gavin's Coast Guard. Gavin's Mound. Misty Gavin. Gavindor. Gavindor's a good... Yeah, Gavindor's not bad. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, stuff like that. Instead of just saying Gavin something, try and play with it a bit. Gavindor. Gavinport, Gavinton. Yeah, stuff like that. Gavinton. But how do we... That sounds like a good human village. I mean, what's orky? Gavinol. Gavinsky. Gavinham. Gavingore. Gavingore's not bad. I like that. Gavin Grim. Gavinoff. Sounds vampire. Gavinock. Gavinol. Gaviscon. Yeah, can you imagine? Sorry, in a slightly alternate universe, where I'm a bit more of a cunt, all of these settlements would be named after like product placement. Like that would be like the Minty Fresh Valley of like Colgate. Over here we'd have the Pringles mountain range, and I'd be sitting there raking in thousands and thousands for all these name drops from various products. Gavin Drac, Gavin Gore, Gavin Ob. Thank you, the RoboCop. Thank you. Yep, the Pepsi Max mine. Thank you, Malice. Thank you. Let's go with Gavin Gore. Gavin, are you okay with that? Gavingor. Yeah, Gavingor. Says, good idea, Quebec. Alright, speaking of, sorry, Quebec, what are you doing? I need to keep moving you south. Oh, you're still moving. Alright. Right, and over here, the capital city of this province. The province is called Blightwater. This is going to be Naglaref something. So what's this? Nagla Fall, Nagla, no, I'm not sure. Naglareficus Cliff Face, fuck it, I don't know. Thank you, Rowell, thank you. Naglaref Deep, Naglarus Greep. Naglaref does just sound like a name, doesn't it? Naglarok. Naglarok. Naglarok is good. I like that. Naglarok. And then the orcs can just call it the rock. Remove the C so it sounds orky. Good point. Naglarok. Yeah. Naglar, if you okay with that? What do you think? Yeah. Naglarok. Yeah, cool. And then we'll have the diamond mine in there, full of gobbos who are skulking around with their sniffer squigs trying to find shinies for the war boss, Naglaref, who's in charge. And that's to beat some heads together to remind everybody of that fact. Okay. Right, sweet. So I'm afraid I have to depart now because it's already 7 minutes past 1 and I have much work to do today. So from the start of the stream, we have basically, so we're currently here at the Death's Pass. Now the dwarves can still pretty much destroy us whenever they wish. We are at their mercy at the moment. They are strength rank number 1 and they hate us. And all it's going to take is Thorgrim to just tunnel through and go straight for our capital and that's it. So I'm desperately trying to consolidate the gains down here. So I need to capture. We've got Fellfire. So General Fellfire, the bigliest General Admiral, and Grimgor Ironhide himself, who are trying to mop up the dwarves of Karak Azul and also the Red Fangs. Once we've got this area consolidated, I need to move my forces north in the defense of my home. I need to also bring the Crooked Moon mutinous gits either in line diplomatically or by smashing their heads in. So yes, we're still at a bit of a knife's edge. So for those not familiar with how this playthrough works, it tends to be quite a popular type of thing because what I do is that I'm naming the settlements and the characters after the Twitch subs and the patrons, just as a way of thanks. If you're curious, if you go to the base of the stream, you'll find a link to a Google Doc, which is just called like the Warhammer roster, which will show a list of all of the active participants in the playthrough. So I think I need to add a couple of names. No, did we recruit anybody? I don't think we did. No, sorry, we did. Hang on, we got Quebec. So Quebec, the poo covered. Okay, so Quebec, the poo covered, and what is he again? He's a night goblin, isn't it? Oh, hang on, do I have that on the list? Fuck. Goblin big bot. Well, I can change that later. So he's joined the fray. He's alive. So yes, this will show like an expanding list of those who live and those who have fallen. Thank you, Quebec. Yeah, Quebec has just linked it. So also, if you're interested, if you go to the other tabs, I might as well just link them. You will find so art pieces. So at the end of the campaign, if we win, you'll find victory pieces. I'm just going to link them for your convenience. Victory pieces that I had commissioned by Bew Dingo, showing all of the generals who are being named in this process. Hang on, so Dwarven Victory. Thank you, Dastrid. Thank you very much, Dastrid. Thank you. So I'm saying all this to obviously, I have an ulterior motive as well. Obviously, I want you to watch. I'm trying to encourage audience participation. So Dwarven Victory with names. So what I'm saying is, if you stick around for the other playthroughs, and and jump on in and watch and want to support, then there's a chance you can get on the poster. And I still need to get round to sorting the posters out with the printer company and having them available for those who wish to have them. So yeah, it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. I've got to get the colours right. I've got to make some tweaks to make sure it looks great on a poster. And I've got like a stack of them. Hang on, let me just link. So have a look there. So vampires, is that right? Did I just link them properly? So I put 4 links in the chat there. Just going to open them up one by one. So vampires, yep, and then the vampire generals with their names, and then dwarves and the dwarven agents, and then yeah. So those are all of the ones from the previous playthrough. Thank you, my Patreon. Thank you, my Patreon. Thank you. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're up to. So hopefully by the end of this, if we win, we'll have a big poster on like some massive, war or something with a huge number of greenskins screaming at the sky or something. In success. Right. So I'm going to bugger off and catch you later. So hang on a second. Okay, just close that. Quebec, are you going to stream, dude? Or what are you up to? Are you at work? Okay, if you wanted to stream, I could host you up. Hang on. Just quit out of this, go back to the main menu. Okay. In about an hour. Okay. Well, I'll host up someone else for now then. So that's a bit of Warhammer. I'll come back to that later. If I'm not doing stuff with the guys, I might do stuff with the guides this evening. We'll see. Thank you, WGC Sam. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, W. So for the YouTube side of things, I do the update at the start and at the end on the regular now. I'm still working on Armor Bullshittery Part 9. It is the 7th week of work on that effort. Instead of it being 10 minutes. Which is normally the average, it's about 18 to 21 minutes, which is why it's taking so long, because it's so big. I'm just going to keep working on it, and just gonna go away and just keep working on it. What do I need to do today? I need to... so there's a bunch of audio bits that I need to fix. There's also a big scene that's about 1 minute and 30 seconds long that I haven't actually done yet. I need to do all of the text for it. I've been putting it off. Maybe I should start that one today. So by the end of today, I'll probably have about 1 minute and 20 seconds finished. Yeesh. But anyway, so I'm going to go and work on that, really. And, yeah, just going to go and work on that. Right, so who's currently streaming? Let's have a look. So it's just myself or Edberg. What about people that I'm following? Who else is around? Alistair is around, but I did do him last time. So in the name of fairness, let's hand you over to Edberg. So you can laugh at this git. Look at him. Look at that ugly face. Oh, it's hideous. Oh, he's drinking water. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, it's oh my
What have you been